Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Real Deal. This is Annie, one more time. I am very thankful that you guys are taking the time today to stop by and check out what we have in the channel. And as a follow up, I wanted to let you know that yesterday I made the commitment of creating a letter that I'm going to send out to a bunch of people that I consider successful, and they are successful, in fact, and that I want to reach out because want to. I said that I wanted them to become my mentors, but I thought about it and I realized that they are my mentors, so to speak. I've been looking up to them. I've been following their work. I'm reading about their lives, and I have learned a lot from these individuals, and I'm really happy that they have put themselves out there so that people like myself can learn from them. Now, I will create a letter for them. This is a list of people that I put down, and I'm going to read to you their names in the hopes that we can actually track how they are going to, whether or not they're going to respond to me, and that will be interesting to see. The first name is Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Anthony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Brandon Burchard, Grant Cardone, Lisa Nichols, Jay Lopez, Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, Linda and Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Oprah, Meryl Streep, Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Holmes, and Michelle Obama. Now, one small little detail is I don't have their addresses, so I'm going to have to definitely look into it and figure out a way to get in touch with these individuals. But that's my list, and I will definitely keep you updated regarding my letters to them. Also, I wanted to talk to you about my experience. As you know, I am going through this path with you, and one of the reasons why I created this space is because I wanted to expose the process. I wanted you to be part of that. And one of the things that I want to highlight is that my videos, as you know, are unscripted. They are not edited, and it's completely organic, raw. What you see is what you get, and I'm trying to be as honest as I can be. So last night I had a very interesting night. I believe because I am now more actively utilizing my brain, trying to be more creative and come up with things, which is great. It's forcing me to think, and I love that because it's a challenge. And when you're challenged, you can only but grow. Last night, I had in the middle of the night this anxiety of wanting to jot down these ideas. I mean, it was flowing like crazy. And I remember a few years ago, I was in a position like that, and someone told me the best thing you can do when you're having a situation like that, it's it's a mental dump. How do you do a mental dump? Well, you write on a piece of paper, like I did, everything that comes to your head, and that's what I did. So I came up with all of this, and these are ideas that I want to implement as part of my evolution. This is a way for me to structure my evolution. And it's interesting because some people may call that downloads in the middle of the night when you're getting these awesome ideas. Apparently, your higher self, it's guiding you through the process and giving you hints here and there so that you know how to structure in your day, what to do, what kind of solutions to certain problems. Perhaps when you are falling asleep or when you're sleeping at night is when your subconscious mind starts working, and it starts creating all these possible solutions while you're resting. And it comes out like that. I mean, I had to write it down so that I'm able to use that knowledge in the morning, because many times happens that you get these ideas, poof, poof, and if you don't take notes of that, chances are you're going to miss that opportunity to create a solution to a problem, or perhaps just to create something. I also wanted to talk to you about all the different videos that I have created in my channel. And these videos actually are in response to, I wouldn't call it shows, but I will certainly call it videos that are within mini series that I have created that represent an area of interest that I want to share with you. And the first video series is called The Real Deal, as you know. The second one is People Helping People. The third is The Hustle Life. And the fourth is The Book of the Day. The fifth is Healthy Living. The sixth is Keeping Up with Annie. The seventh, it's Movie Time. And the last but not the least is Global Citizens. The Global Citizen. Now, if you were to ask me why, I will tell you specifically. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but all of these series are compiled into individual interests where I want to explore and expand, and learn through and create spaces where people can actually connect with one another, reach out to me, I reach out to them, and we are all in this together. That's basically in a nutshell. So if you ask me how many videos am I producing on a daily basis, I think I mentioned the other day before 4 and 6, but it's actually, since it's my very heavy duty first week where I'm creating all of this content, I see on a daily basis 4 videos. They are actually, it's my series is 8 videos altogether, all my series, and 6 of them is going to be on a daily basis. 2 of them is going to be on a weekly basis, which is Movie Time and The Global Citizen, because of the nature of it. I never talked to you about the Movie Time. I haven't created a video about that, but that's basically my time talking about movies in a nutshell. Keeping Up with Annie is basically a series where I am going to be describing and sharing with you my experience through the journey of evolution. Regarding healthy living, is a very personal interest of mine, and I'm going to be obviously sharing information where we can both learn regarding ways of improving your health, preventing any possible conditions if possible, and extending mainly your lifespan so that life can be pleasant, that you can actually enjoy it. And why not involve yourself in activities where you're going to have fun in a healthy way. The Hustle Life is about creating ways to generate money. That's basically it. And being a single parent, it's not a curse. For me, it's a blessing, because he have put me in a path where I have to develop myself. I have to be resourceful. I have definitely to use my creativity in order to survive and to set a good example for my children, so they can say, you know what, my mom knows, or I can actually give them some form of ideas where they can utilize and implement it in their lives, so that they can learn, and they can actually succeed in life. So that's basically, in a nutshell, the Hustle Life is to me. The book of the day, it's an interest of mine also, because I like reading, and I always read whenever I have the opportunity. And if I'm not able to read, I like to hear audiobooks. And to me, books have always been the best friends that I can ever have. So something that you may know about me is the fact that I love books. I really do. And it's interesting because my kids inherited that. Like, it was so organic for them. It was so natural. It's amazing how genetics work in the family. And I wouldn't say necessarily because they've been seeing me with a book walking around. Mostly it's something that came up naturally for them. So I am pretty happy about that because I'm one of the few people that can say that most of the things that I learned in life, I learned them from a book. To me, books have been the best friends, because when you don't have people around that can advise you properly, I mean, you go to books, and books will definitely teach you the right stuff if you find the right book. In my experience, at least, I've always been a lone wolf, if you want to call it that way. But yeah, very independent, and that's my way through life. I navigate through life using books. People helping people. I already explained in one of these videos that I wanted to create that space to connect people helping one another. And that's basically it. Becoming a liaison where someone has an issue and somebody else is capable of helping out with that issue and creating that connection. That's the space what it's all about. And also coming up with ideas, and possible suggestions to solutions. We want to be part of a solution rather than the problem. And that's where we are. And the real deal, as you see, it's just keeping it real. I mean, I'm not trying to come up with this fancy front or pretending to be something I'm not. I'm trying to be as honest as I can in this process. Obviously, being careful because I have a family and not everybody is in agreement with what I'm doing. There are privacy issues that I need to maintain, and I am not to invade other people's privacy while I'm doing this. So that's something that I'm trying to be very sensitive about. The fact that I'm exposing myself doesn't mean that I have to drag certain members of my family into the mix, but I am doing my best to make sure that everybody knows me, because or knows about me, the things that I'm able to reveal, and I'm trying to be as honest as I can about it, but I'm also being careful on the things that I'm not allowed to say because of I don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes, and breaking into somebody else's privacy. So basically, I just wanted to give you a rundown of the activities that I am doing. And like I said before, I am most of the time going to be recording every single day 6 videos so that I'm able to cover all these areas of interest that I have. My videos are going to be raw, very honest, and yes, at times I guess I'm going to be running out of creativity, but you know what? It's great because I know I can count on you in case I'm slacking off. And I'm going to be as honest as I can because I know there will be days that I probably won't be able to do everything the way I want to, but I'm going to try to catch up. And on that point, I have to confess, for the past, I'll say 3 days, I haven't been able to create my my videos for the book of the day. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because I've been busy doing the videos, creating content, and also running my life. I know that this is my first week and I'm trying to keep up with myself. At some point it's going to be okay, but in the meantime I wanted to be upfront and show you that, it's real. So these are the 3 books that I am due to talk about, which is the Positivity book that I mentioned already from Barbara Fredrickson. The next book that I needed to talk about was The Gifts of Imperfection. I have to finish these books. I started reading them, but I haven't finished them. Oops. And I'm very thorough when I do my book summary. I want to make sure that, we go in details. And the last but not the least is The Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. I usually like books that are nonfiction. My daughter gave me this one, so I'm gonna give it a shot and see what we can learn from this. I think it encourages the reader to, when you do these summaries, you use your ability to summarize, to comprehend, translate. It's a lot of there are a lot of things in the process that enhances the experience. So I think it's very important that we instill the habit of reading every single day a book, and creating a summary so that you project on paper what you believe you learned, and hopefully will stay in there, in your files, and it will serve you well for life. Well, basically that was it in a nutshell. I have gone through some magazines also looking for some articles, ideas. I'm always doing stuff. And that's basically in a nutshell what I wanted to share with you today. So just keep you updated with what I'm doing, let you know how, easy it is for us to fall behind when you're in this business. And again, nothing is perfect. I am learning with you as I go, but I've learned that it is important that when you're going to do something, just do it. Don't think about it. There is a lot of room for failure. There is a lot of room for self-doubt. And I am learning as I go through this process that I'm sharing with you. It's not easy to become successful in life, in whatever area you have. For me, the most important thing is just to be a good human being and set a good example for my children. Obviously, as a single parent, I am responsible of providing in my household. So that's a bonus that I have, that a lot of people share with partners. And it's not necessarily a burden. That was my deal, and I am okay with it. But yeah, it requires from me more effort. It requires from me a higher investment. But it's okay, because I know I'm capable and I can handle it. And because I'm not a unique individual in the world when it comes to these issues, that's why I'm sharing these things with you. So stay in touch, I'm trying to create, again, a connection with humans out there that I can identify with the issues that I present, and that, are looking for a way to improve their lives within their means. And I'm going to leave it as is for now. I have other topics that I want to talk to you about throughout the day, but in a nutshell, I wanted to thank you once again for staying in touch. Thank you for your support. And if you do have any suggestions, please feel free to send me a line, like my video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you soon. Have an awesome day.